Hi, so during some of my abductions, I've had a variety of them and continue till this day to escape and get away from peasant criminals. But memory amazing back to Deborah Lynn McLean, my supposed biological birth mommy. She also goes by the name of D.L. Cavand, PPP Puddle, Lunatically, Lunatical, Lunatic Len, and many names, etc. And back in the 80s and 90s and 2000s, earlier, during the kidnappings of myself with her, she'd try to check in with my sanity, and she'd show me little pictures of me saying, "So Rachel," or if that wasn't me, it looked just like me. And she'd say, "Rachel, who is that? What do you remember about that little girl? How do you know her?" Yeah, this woman really is a sicko. I'm not the, and she reminds me verbally, in person, I'm not the only one she's ever abducted before, that my abductions with her aren't as bad as the others, that she's been a kidnapping retard and other crimes like fraud and more since she was a little girl. She didn't even get me alone when I was a little girl and tell me I'm the only real little girl she's ever known. That I'm an actual little girl, like I really am one, that she never got to be one, that she joined the peasant circle of criminals. Then when I got to be a grown woman after age 21, even though she makes her out of nowhere appearances the whole time, she came out of nowhere again just to let me know, and now you're a woman, an actual one, something that she might never be. These people, I know that sounds innocent. Maybe at that time that's all she did, but she's done tons of weird things to me. And she wonders, what do I remember and what don't I? It's none of her business. What does she know? What'd she do? Did she do it intentionally? 24/7. Who you are intentional is what you are. Either you're a victim or a victimizer, a princess or a prince or a peasant. This is so stupid. My daughter needs to get rescued. She also helped with that abduction. She does it for perversion, power, and money. And all these schizophrenic retards in that circle of peasants and criminals try to tie me into these crimes. I didn't do anything. Even if I was there. Even if it looks that way. That's why there's lie detector tests. And real authorities who enforce actual laws. Like purity over perversion. Fact versus fiction, reality versus fantasy, justice over justify. This is so stupid. These idiots that live for these stories and want updates, and they like it in writing or in verbal or in a movie or whatever it is. They like the attention. My daughter's biological birth daddy, when he forced my stepdaughter's funeral, he got excited when it came on the news. He was smiling and saying, "Look at me, I get to rape Rachel and Angelina still, and if Elizabeth's still out there, he'll still rape her while he continues to possibly fake her death of Elizabeth Aaliyah Holloway, born September 3rd of 2001. She wasn't dead, and if she really ended up getting buried and forced in the ground and to disintegrate naturally, that's illegal. I already told Willie to his retarded, ugly face, she either belongs disintegrated or brought back in prison with a release date or disintegration date. According to a lie detector test, not according to him because someone gave him a say. A fake doctor, fake authorities. At the hospital when she got announced dead, she wasn't even dead. I went to the hospital. They told me to mind your own business. That you're not the mom or the dad. That she doesn't have a mom or dad. They have sex with her. They rape and molest her. And the fake law enforcement's asking questions. I told them, ask the lie detector test. And they're like, you need to get out. You can go back in the waiting room. I even said, where's the doctor? What is this? What do you guys call this entire scene? Exactly. It's sick. And they really do it for power, perversion, and money. They do it for fun. They think they know more than the victims. They don't. If they knew so much more, then what are they even doing? Biblical education's required, along with all the real laws. So them committing crimes is not allowed. Yeah, that's their sentence, and they try to include everyone. Leave me out of it. My daughter needs to get rescued immediately. I only have one. I don't have any sons. I've only been pregnant one time. I got raped with my daughter. And then I got rescued with a birth control while waiting for the surgical procedure, which I ended up getting. I had to wait till 2021 of February, when I should have had that surgery that long ago. But I ended up not having access to a real doctor. And a lot of these fake doctors are stealing positions, pretending to be a doctor and only giving you 1% of your resources. Luckily, I was on a non-hormonal birth control that lasts about 20 years long. Some other people waiting on birth control, they get their birth control taken from them by the abductors, and they rape them with babies anyway. Yeah, and you know who that falls back on? The fake doctors that put them on the fake birth control is what I'm going to call it. It may prevent the pregnancies, but that kind of birth control is illegal. If they have to wait years for the doctor, then they have to be on a birth control that lasts that long. This is so stupid. It doesn't take that long to get a hold of an actual doctor. Emergency rooms and more are supposed to have doctors of that education in there. They're not there because they're being stolen. That's why people like me had to wait that long and get a date. When there's a real doctor in the emergency room or at other doctors' locations, they do the surgery right then and there. They don't want to risk it, because multiplying is also illegal and they will lose their job description. Their job, I mean. My daughter needs to get rescued. Those are just some laws. And they're all reminded spiritually and in biblical education, movies, films, writing, lie detector test, and whatever else not mentioned. My daughter needs to get rescued immediately. And whoever likes these videos, this kind, is really stupid that I'm just putting out there some truth of what goes on and needs to be known. Those aren't Deborah Lynn McClain's only crimes, and she is very guilty of many of the ones. She does them for fun. She told me this is what she can't handle to be normal. One time she even took me shopping, and she had to pretend to supposedly be in a situation where that's all she can do, when she can't wait to go do something insane. That's illegal. That's what she does for fun. She'd even tell me, here's whatever I bought you, get away, go, run, hide. Do whatever it is little girls do. Even as a grown woman, she tells me nothing's changed. You just run and go. Go jump rope. Go do whatever it is you normally do. That she's not okay to be around. My daughter needs to get rescued. That lady wants her sentence that badly. I told her if she prevents me from my resources, how am I going to help her with hers? I could already put the retard at least in a prison. Yeah, she could have made fudge and went on her stupid roller rink of a pee puddle. People like her say, I don't care for any of that. I just need to die. Well, you know, when someone can't disintegrate you immediately, she needs to wait and remain innocent until then. And if she doesn't, that's her problem. Not mine, and not whoever can't get to her. There's tons of weapons and authorities and real doctors and educational representatives, and there's people out there that could better assist her with her resources. I'm not in a position to do so. It's like people like her can't believe it. She even encourages me not to join as she stays joined while she recruits others. I don't understand. My daughter needs to get rescued. This is illegal.